If you are new to my channel, I wish to welcome all of you. This is Nail Art by Sin. If you are a return viewer, thank you for coming back and for supporting my channel. I hope that all of you enjoy this video. I'm going to be working on a back to school nail set for myself, which are press-on nails. Of course, this could be also drawn on your own nails. I do hope that you enjoy the video, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe, as this really helps my channel out. And without further ado, let's get started.
Hello there, welcome to my channel, Nail Art by Sin. Today we are going to be doing a themed nail back to school, and I did the first 5 last night, and as you can see they turned out really cute. I really like this a lot. As in past videos, you can see that I am still trying to use up a lot of my small little 7 ml bottles that I have. So these are my Mepha brand bottles. These are some of the colors that I've worked with, that I'm working with. I have 100% acetone there. And I did pull out 2 of my Jadstone gel polishes. And these are also 7 ml bottles. I pulled out a black and a white because my black and my white of the Mepha are running out. So I want to start on the next set of 7 ml bottles that I have in stock, and that I've purchased. Okay, so I do have several brushes that I'm going to be using. I have some little Q-tips that have some very fine little tips, and then I have this Q-tip that I use to wipe off some excess off of either the nail design or anywhere. These are really nice to have. They're plastic. It's a plastic base, pretty hard plastic. You can't bend it, not like a regular Q-tip. And then, so these are the nails that I have prepped already. And right now I'm using this shape, which is a coffin shape. And these right here are a fit to my size, which I wear a small, which is a small size right here. That's a 2, a 5, a 4, 6, and a 9. And then I just have a little palette there, but I'll give you a little close-up view of the nails that we're going to be not recreating, because I want to make all 10 nails different, but somewhat of the same design. And these already have been top coated. All right, I have some little magnets here in the back just to kind of prop them up so you can use them. I do have my top coat that I use. This is Lavender Violet Snow White top coat. I use these when I'm making demonstration press-on nails. These are going to be for me, but they're fine. Whenever I make press-on nails that I sell, then I will use my Madam Glam No Wipe top coat, which I like very much. These are some of the brushes. These rose gold colored ones are Kolinsky hair, and they're very nice brushes to have. This is a very small one. It's a really, I think it's smaller than a 1/4 inch. I measured it 1/4, but I think it's a little bit smaller than that. So this is one that I'm using today. I also have this little fishtail detail brush. It's a mermaid detail brush. And then these are the rest of the Kolinsky hair brushes that I have. This one here is 3/4 inch on the bristle side. And this one is a 1/2 inch. So there are 3 Kolinsky hair brushes, and then the pink ones A really nice set as well. These are a brand Melody Susie, and they have the sizes there. So that's 11 and that's about 1/2 inch. And then there's a 3/4 inch, which is 20 this is a 1/4 inch, 9 It's another 1/4 inch. About, well, this one's a little bit large, a little bit small. This one is the 1/4 inch, 7 approximately, and this one is 9 So this is not really a 1/4 inch. It's a little bit bigger than that. And I think you can kind of look at the bristles and see that one is a little bit shorter than the other. And these are real pretty. They have a really nice design on them, of course. This one is a 1/2 inch. So all of these brushes work great. I do have a lot of other ones that I've purchased that are non-branded, but I have a lot to choose from. So here's just a little sample of my brushes that I have right there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I do have the other designs already are drafted out right here. I just use these little sheets to kind of draw out what I'm looking at. For this one, instead of a red apple, I'm going to do a green apple and maybe drop it down a little bit, and then write teacher up here at the top. And on the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing a black background like this one, but I'll be putting like the plus, the minus sign, equal sign, percentage sign, etc. Maybe in different colored letters or colors. And this one and this one are going to be like Crayolas themed. And then the last one is, instead of a ruler, it's going to have the lined paper, and then it's going to have some letters in capital and lowercase letters. Okay, so that's just what I use. That's how I kind of draw out my details. So we're going to go ahead and get started then. I have to apologize. I thought I hit the record button and I didn't. So the other thing I'm going to be using is this is a Paris Hilton, I don't know what they call these, but they use it to cut dough. And maybe a dough slicer, I don't know what it's called. But anyways, it works well with your nail tips. It's got a very strong hold because it's metal. And so I use these to put some of my nail tips on. I thought I was recording, and I already put the first coat on this black one, and I'm going to put it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I apologize for that. All right, so now I'm going to do the second coat. So this is done in a black to kind of resemble a black chalkboard. That's what I'm shooting for. It's very nice. The Mepha brand polishes are very nice. They're not, you do have to use 2 coats, which is okay. And when you're starting out and you purchase these little 7 ml bottles, they work. But as you progress and get better at doing nails, and you've decided that that's maybe something you want to do, then you start buying the bigger bottles. which is what happened to me. So I do have about 3 sets. I have a big 100 set Jodstone polish that has a lot of colors, pretty colors with glitters and all the extras that you get, the top coats, you know, and you get the primers and the base coats and all that good stuff with it. So so this is ready to finish. So this is going to be my thumb. And let's see, my paper that I drew on. So I'm going to put these little, just these little signs on it. And I'm going to try a yellow first. Use just a tiny bit of yellow. I'll be using the 1/4 inch Kolinsky brush. And I do put labels on my brushes so that they're easy for me to identify them. Such as this Melody Susie one. It's got the but I've got the approximate size there on the brush itself. So I know when I open it up that it is a 1/2 inch brush. You have to be very careful when you're putting these away. I usually try to dip them in the pure acetone so that they stick together, and that way it keeps the brush intact, the brush part. Okay, so this is my little detail brush, and I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to do the division sign. Okay, so this would go on like this. I'm going to do it right up here. Okay, so there you go. And I am going to put that, do like a little flash cure on it, because I don't want it to move around. I do wipe my brushes after every use. I just think these turned out so cute. I mean, I really do like them. I can't wait to show my little granddaughter. She'll think they're really cute. Okay. And then I'm going to use a different color. Let's see here, maybe a blue. And I think I'll go with a little lighter blue. Just going to use very little because I won't be using a lot. Okay. Now let's do the multiplication. looks like a little X. Okay, we'll put that in for a blush cure. Doing them for 10 seconds, just real quick. Okay, and now let's do a little, maybe the plus sign and then the minus sign. So let's try a little green color. Okay, probably a little bit too much there, but it's okay. You know what, let's do an equal sign maybe. See how I just did a little bit too much there on that end, so I'm just going to take this little pointy thing and just wipe off the end there, and it works out perfect. There you go. Do another flash cure there. And then we'll do some red color. That is ready. All right. And so we have a division sign. We have the multiplication sign, the equal sign. Let's do a little plus sign down here. I guess the multiplication could actually, that kind of looks more like a plus sign, so let's do a little bit more of an X. Let's see if this works down here. Turn the light more towards this. Oh yeah, this looks more of an X than the other one does. So we will this one might require a second coat. Okay, flash cure 10 seconds. Next one we'll do a minus sign, which I guess I might have done that in red because it's minus, but that's all right. Let's try this again on this little red one, because it doesn't really look that red with the black background. There you go, that looks a lot better. Can y'all see that? That looks better. Let's put that in. Okay. Now let's use maybe, we'll do this light lavender color. We'll do one more sign. We'll do a little algebra sign there. Okay, we're going to do one more here on the end. All right, so we're going to give it a little V here. There you go. That looks nice. That looks really good. All right. So this is what this looks like. Got the division sign, the plus sign, equal sign, multiplication, and then a little algebra division sign there. Okay, so I'm going to do a complete 60-second cure on this, and then I'll put a top coat on it. So this is what I mean by cleaning my brush after every use. I just do that to keep the brush in shape. Okay, so we did that one. That is the thumb. Now we're going to move on to the pointing finger, which is this one here for me. And this is a size 5. Alright, so this one is out of the lamp and it turned out really cute, so I'm going to get my top coat going. Looks really nice with the top coat on it. Let's see, it's got like a little bubble right there, so let me try and fix that. There you go. Put it in for 60 seconds. All right, this one, I'm going to use the red because I'm going to do a red Crayola type color on it. So I think I'm going to try to use this little pink one here. This is Mepha 0930. Gonna use that. I'm gonna put a little tint of red and mix it and see what it does. Just to kind of darken that up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Give it a little bit more reddish color to it. All right. And I'm just going to do one coat on this. See if I can get away with that. Hopefully it'll self-level itself out. I may have to do two. Let's see. Okay, this is the top coated one and it is done. So I pulled that out and that turned out so cute. Oh, I like that. Put that right there. Actually, it goes to the thumb. My goodness, Cindy. All right, there you go. All right. So, let me look at this, make sure that one coat is going to be fine. It looks like it is. So I'm going to leave it as is. That was with one coat. Let me pour a little bit more acetone, 100% acetone in here. Let me soak this brush. There you go. That's a clean brush now. And so now we're going to use the red. Okay. And this red, it's actually going to be the actual color of the Crayola. So we are going to do this. Okay. That is a pretty straight line, if I may say so myself. So that is the tip of it. And now we're going to do the stripe for the top of the Crayola. Give me a second, please. Okay. Alright, so I kind of made a boo-boo on this, so I need to fix this. So this is why it's very important to cure in between, because when you make a boo-boo, it's easy to erase the boo-boo. There you go. Okay, so on a Crayola, that's the tip color of the Crayola color. All right, let me clean my brush. And the striping on it is black, actually. It is a black stripe. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm going to do one coat of the black stripe, and if it needs more, then I will come back and pick up some more. It looks like it will need more. Let's see here, where is my black? It's the Mepha 605. All right, let me see if I can get this a little darker. Okay, there you go. we're going to cure this. Okay, so it is curing for I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds because it is a pretty thick stripe. The thick stripes, the red one and the black one. Okay, and all right. So I went and pulled a Crayola so I could look at it. And so it actually has a couple stripes on it, but this one is the tip, then the light color, the black, more the light color, and this has the color of the tip. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, so it is red. So we are going to do the red squiggly mark. And that looks perfect, actually. That looks really good. All right, so now I'm going to cure that. And we'll do it for 60 seconds. And then I'll put the top coat on it. All right, this came out perfect. It's out of the lamp and it looks really good. So I'm going to top coat this. Now it's your preference to use either a glossy or a matte top coat. I always just gravitate to the glossy one because I like my nails to be shiny, so that's just a preference that I have. But you of course can make it matte, of course, and it will look just as good. So for the next one, since I'm in the Crayola theme, I guess I'm going to work on my ring finger, which for me is on the sizing guide here, small 6, and that's what this is right here. It's a 6. So to start off with, I'm going to take I think I'm going to use this. I don't know if I want a dark green. I guess I want a lighter green. So let me see if I have a like a leafy type green in the Jodstone, because my Mepha I don't have a lot of put it in for another 60 just to be sure. It's a lot of polish on there. Okay, let me pause for a second. I did find the Jodstone a better green. So this is B544. So this is going to be the color tip of the Crayola. And just to make it a little darker, I'm going to mix in, this is Jodstone B544, and this is the Mepha 0530. I'm going to kind of mix these two to color the shades of the paper color around the Crayola itself. Alright, so let's see. That looks really good. Oh my goodness, I really like that a lot. Okay, so this was my pointy finger, which I have a hard time standing up there. Okay. Now I'm going to do the green one, which is going to be my ring finger here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to color the whole nail this color here. No, actually I'm not. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I'm losing it. Okay, I need to mix some of this color. So I'm going to try this shade right here. And I'm going to mix a little bit of this Mepha 0530. Let's see what shade I come up with when I mix them. Oh yeah, that's a good shade, I think. Maybe a little darker, a little bit more of this one. Okay. That's perfect right there. All right. Let's paint the nail. Being that it is a lighter green color, I think this one is going to require 2 coats on it. The red one only required 1 coat. Okay. Let me do the 1 coat and then I'll put it back in for 60 seconds. I think I'm gonna have to switch these gloves out, guys, because they're just a little too big for me. Alright, so my pink gloves are also a size small, but they are a much tighter fit. So we'll see how that goes. But I am going to order a box of extra small, sorry. Alright, that is 1 coat, and let's do another coat. Okay, so I'm gonna have to, oh, I almost dropped the phone. I am going to have to mix more of this. I hope I can come up with the same shade. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see if I can come up with the same color. Oh, I hope so. Yep, I think so. Okay. Let's put this on. Nice, good coat. Yep, same color. That's good. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna let it level itself out real quick. Alright. Put this in for 60 seconds. Got that one done. Let me get me a clean piece of paper towel here because okay, so this just came out of the lamp, and that's a really pretty shade. I really like that a lot. Let me file. I am kind of a perfectionist, so I do like to file the nubbies down, but I guess I didn't do a good job on this one. Okay. There you go. I don't like jagged edges. All right, so here I'm going to do the tip like this one. So I'm going to kind of use that as a guide to measure. So this is the color I'm going with, which I think is a lot. I don't know if I should go with this color. Let me see something. I'm just going to try it on the end and see what it looks like. It looks too much like the same color, I think. Yeah, I think it's too much the same color. Nope, I don't like that. Okay. Let me change that real quick. And the good thing about curing in between is that you can remove whatever you do there. Okay, took that off. I think I'm going to go with that green right there. Let me see how that will look. If not, let me toss you on hold for a second. All right, I think I'm gonna have to go with this kind of a minty green. They're all kind of, let's see here. Oh yeah, we'll use this one. Okay, so we're gonna go with the tip of this shade of green, because this will show up better on the black striping also. Okay. Let's get a little bit more color there. Okay, I'm going to use that as a guide, so we'll do it. All right, we're going to use this shade right here. Perfect. Trying to get it as straight as possible there. Look at the magnifying glass. I still kind of went over a little bit. Oh my goodness, I don't know what is with my straight lines here. It's a little bit too much, I think. All right, let's try this again. Put a little bit here. Okay. Hands are a little shaky. I don't know why. Okay, there you go. This looks pretty good. Let that just kind of self-level there. That looks great. And I will cure that for 30 seconds. And then we'll do the black striping. Okay, let's wipe this clean. All right, so we are ready. This is out of the lamp and it looks really good. And so we are ready to do the black stripe. So here we go. Again, I'm going to use this one as the guide. So we're going to start here. And we're going to make the stripe about the same size. So there we go. Do this on both sides, top and bottom. And now we're just going to color the inside. There you go. That is one coat. Might need a little touch up. So we're going to cure this. Yeah, it needs a little bit more right here. Cure this for 60 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, because I think I'm going to put another bit of black on it. I'm not cleaning my brush because I'm going to be using black again, so here it comes. We are ready to do the last coat of black on here. Okay. All right. Let's cure that for 60 seconds, and then we're going to do the green stripe. Put this back in its place. Okay, that looks really good. So now we're going to do our little wave of green, which is, this is the green that we were using. So we're going to put a little dab of that. And I've already cleaned off the brush, so this is a good clean slate here. Okay, so we're going to make our little squiggly mark. Which basically the squiggly mark is to resemble the writing, which says Crayola. I probably poured too much. I don't need all this, but that looks good. Looks perfect. I will cure that for 60 seconds. I think I poured a little too much here because I'm not going to need all that. Waste not, which I believe that I hate to waste anything. And I will wait and see if I need any kind of a touch-up here. Oops. Add more over here to put away. It's almost out of the lamp. It's got about 7 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There you go. And I don't think it even needs any kind of touch-up. It's perfect just the way it is. Okay, so that goes right here. And the next one we're going to be working on is our index finger, which is this one here. I'm really undecided if I want to do a green apple or do something else in place there. I had down a green apple to kind of offset the red apple. And let's see here. I guess I'll go ahead and do a green apple just to kind of offset it. Okay, so for the green, for the background nude color, I used this shade right here. This is one coat of this one. And it's a Charig, that's how you say it. Charig. Yeah. Charrieg. Professional manicure. So this is a swatching of just one coat that I put 2 coats on it. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and give it the 2 coats here. Do 1 coat first. I had said on this one that I was going to move the apple down a little bit so that I could write teacher up at the top. Which I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to write teacher because it's not a very big nail. Okay, let me cure this and then I'll put a second coat on here. That's 1 coat. I could just write the word teach. That sounds good to me. And then for the last one, I wanted to do this right here. But instead of writing that, I'm going to be just doing the alphabet. A, B, C, D, and E. The upper and lower case letters. And guys, I am not an artist at all. My brother, who's deceased now, was the artist. His name was Rudy. He was such a good artist. But as I started doing a little bit of artwork, well, he died 2 years ago. He told me one day, he says, you know, you've got a lot of artistic abilities in you. You should work on art. Carry on my legacy. So little by little, I have been doing more and more, but I still don't consider myself any type of artist. Okay, this is the second coat, and I think this looks really awesome with 2 coats on. Very beautiful nude color polish. Okay, let's soft level this. I need more on the tip. There you go. Just letting it self-level a little bit. And 60 seconds on that one. So I have 2 of these. I've only ordered 2, but I think I like them quite a bit. So I might, I'll go back in. I think I got these on Shein. So it's these 2. Aren't they nice? I love the bottles. They're so pretty. I'm very big on packaging, so that's probably why I bought it first of all. Okay, it's got 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So now, let's see. I think I'm going to use that shade that I used on this one. So I used, if I remember correctly, I think I used this one, and then I mixed this with that. So that's what I'm going to try to do again. Let's see here. All right, let's see how I did this before. I'm going to bring the apple down just a little bit. Kind of make it a smaller apple. There you go. All right, so we are going to cure that for 60 seconds, and I'll see if I need to put another coat on it. Oops, I didn't put the top coat on here, so I got to do that. Okay, let me put that on there right now. Just put it in the lamp with the other one. There's 21 seconds left. These are really turning out so adorable. I really like them a lot. All right. So now let me do the little brown. It looks, I think it might need more, so let's do another coat of this. There you go. Much better with two coats on. Put it back in the lamp. so I'm going to do a green stem. I'm sorry, a brown stem. I don't know what I'm thinking here. I'm going to do the brown stem right here. Okay. Here for 30 seconds. Here is the top coated green color. Looks very nice. And then I'm going to do a green leaf, but I'm going to do darker green leaves than what is shown. Okay. All right, so there's my green leaves. Let's put that back in. Okay. That back in. Let's put the brown back in. Right. And we will try to put the yellow back in. Okay. And I am going to outline in black. Should have left that black out, but I didn't think about that. Oh well. Let's see. Outline the apple first. Okay, and then I'm going to outline the stem. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, so I'm done with this brush. So I can put it away. Alright. I'm done with this brush. Let me find the tip for this. There we go. It's the best way to keep your brushes all intact is to clean them and put them away perfectly. I don't have a, this one didn't come with a cap. It just came with a little plastic cover. All right, so there's your apple. And I needed to put some little black lines. Let's see if I can just use this one because it's the only one I don't have the lid on. No, it's too thick. It's too thick of a brush, actually. I was being lazy and didn't want to pull out this Kolinsky brush, but I'm going to have to. No, I think I'll use the Melody Susie brush. Just as thin. And I'm going to clean this off. There you go. Clean slate. All right. Okay, there's two little black marks. That's perfect. Okay. And then we just need to put the top coat when that comes out. And so I actually had this palette that I had just cleaned, so I was lazy and I put a little plastic, just a little plastic film that I had on top. I can just toss this away. So now it's ready. Oops, I forgot to write the word teach. Okay, let me see how I'm going to do this. I think I'll use a red color. Can't promise how this is going to turn out because I am not real good at writing, but we're going to try it. Let's see how we do here. T. I need to move the T over just a little bit. It's a little too much on the edge. Let's try this again. T. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. D-E-A-C-H. I don't like the way the E looks. It's kind of running together. So let's do it again. I'm sorry. Okay, let's try it again. Oh my goodness. T. just not happy with that. I don't know about this word. I may have to. Maybe I'll do 100%. That might be better. Maybe just 100. How about that? Let's do 1. And 0. And another 0. Let's do that. That's good. All right, sorry guys, I had to do this one off camera. I must have had to do it like 10 times. I just could not get anything to fit right. So I just put 1 plus 2 equals 3 on there, and that looks pretty good. So now we're going to put the top coat on this. I've already cured that. And then we'll be on our last nail. There you go. That looks really nice. 60 seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do, with this nail, I'm going to do a light blue background paper. So this is my pinky nail, and it is a size 9 nail. It's that one right there, small, 9. Okay, so we are going to do a pink, light pink background on this nail. Wanted to do, on this nail I had drafted out, let me put this in the lamp for 60 seconds, and I'll come back and do a second coat. So for this nail, I actually wanted to do the alphabet, but it is a very small nail, and I think I'm going to have a hard time writing all of that down. So I think for this nail, to make it easy, I think, let me see, what can I go with? Alright, so this one has been top coated and it looks really good. So we're going to put this right there. And I'm going to put the second coat on this blue one. That back in the lamp for another 60 seconds to cure. And this one is out of the lamp, and we are going to make this look like a little composition book. So first thing first is I'm going to need a little bit of white. Let's see if there's anything left in here. And here it comes very slowly. Bottle is just about empty. Maybe just this nail and no more. Okay. So we're going to make this pop a little bit. It's going to be white, so we are going to just make a little square, almost like what a composition book would have in the middle of it. Yep, just like that. Try to make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Gonna go ahead and cure that for just a little bit and then come back and do another coat. Come back and straighten it out. Okay. Okay, this is out of the lamp, so we're going to put just a little second coat on it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to outline it here with black in just a minute to get a little straighter look. Alright, so let's cure that. Just a little black. Just going to go ahead and straighten out my polishes here so that I can get ready because we're just about done here. Almost had a boo-boo there, but it's okay. All right, that is done. So now we're just going to outline this real quick. Nope, that's not good. I don't like it. Oh my goodness. Let me fix this. Okay, try it again. Might need a finer detail brush. Okay. All right, that looks okay. Now we're just gonna do a little squiggly line here for, let's just say, some writing. There you go. That looks pretty good. So note that, and then we'll do the little blue dots, and we're done with our composition book. A couple seconds to go. We're at 18 seconds. Doing that, I'm going to drop this little dotting, put down this blue so that I can make the little dots with the dotting tool. Okay. All right, that looks really nice. So now I pulled out a pretty good sized dotting tool because I really want these to make this to pop. So we're just going to go with some little dots here and there. I'll do some different sizes, I think. Okay. Use a smaller one. All right, there you go. That looks really nice. So, 60 seconds on that, and we are done. And we just have to do the top coat on that last one. Just real quick, these little templates, I guess you could, a practice template that you can either practice on or you can draw on, come in real handy because, you know, with as many press-on nails that I make, sometimes I forget maybe what I'm doing. So, and then you can change it up, like this one. I ended up, this was my pinky, and it was, the writing was going to be way too little for that pinky nail, so I ended up changing it to the composition book, which turned out perfect. So, all right. So that turned out really cute, I think. And I'm going to give it a top coat now. So this is out of the lamp now. And let's see here. Okay. I think I'm going to put a little bit more top coat on that because it is, I can still feel the little dots from the dotting tool. Okay, 60 seconds, back it goes in. Okay, so this is out of the lamp, and this turned out really adorable. Just check that out. Now, looking at this, there's a lot of green going on right here, so I am going to switch this one and put it up here, and I'm going to put this one here. That looks a lot better, I think. Because I have a lot of white up here, I can actually switch these, my two pinkies. There you go. I think that looks beautiful, just like that. Okay, I really hope that you enjoyed watching this little tutorial on back to school nails. I really enjoyed making this. I hope you did. Hope you do too. I hope you can recreate it or get a little creative here. So again, Nail Art by Sin. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and get ready for the next video. Here is a quick little video of my back to school nails, showcasing them on my display hand, and they really turned out good. I really like them. Can't wait to put them on myself. So here you go. They turned out really good. This is just a short video of my back to school nails as I am wearing them. They turned out so cute. I love them. So here you can see on the thumbs, those two. This is my pointy fingers. My index fingers has a green apple and a red apple. And this one has a pencil top and a green Crayola and a composition book and a ruler. So very, very happy with how these turned out. They turned out beautiful. Love them. Thank you so much. I hope you like them as much as I do.